Hello everyone. Welcome to Divine Debut. Welcome to your love reading, Divine Debut 11, of course. And this is Kathy speaking. Thank you for joining us here. It is Wednesday, the 19th of the month of August of 2026. I did say I may not be able to deliver this on Wednesday, but I'm actually squeezing it in before I won't be able to, because I won't be here tomorrow. So I don't know if we'll be able to be in the chat with you, so we will see. It's all sort of touch and go. So thank you so much for your love and your support always. Let's see what's going on in this very significant connection of yours. We will be extending this, and thank you, a special thank you to our members as always, as they get the extended. Today in the extended, I'm thinking of doing a continuation of this reading, but just looking at it from a fresh set of eyes, using the Lenormand spread with the couple, right? The feminine and the masculine, to see where they are and what's going on. So let's see what comes through for today as the moon is transiting through Scorpio. It is the first quarter moon. After that, that new seed, the solar eclipse, the total solar eclipse in Leo. So if you think about it, Leo and Scorpio, they are in a square aspect. So the moon is now in and transiting Scorpio. So it is very significant at this time. Roughly when you even receive this reading, it's called crisis in action. Something is happening and its spirit is calling for us to take some action, okay, on what this new seed is. Okay, so remember, it's all about fixed areas of our chart. So Spirit is saying we need to be more flexible. There's a lot of change that's happening. The outer planets are in fire and air. Okay, so let's see what's coming through energetically. Remember, it's a general read. So if you're interested in a personal reading, do reach out. Everything is beneath the video. Follow us on TikTok, on Instagram, as we do upload there as well. What's going on in this significant connection, dear Spirit? What is going on? What is the karma dharma? As Venus is transiting through the sign of relationships, Libra, her home, but she is going to meet Saturn in an opposition, Saturn from Aries. So it's the I versus us. Opposition. It can feel like a full moon, and we are coming up to an eclipse full moon in Pisces, which is all about compassion, forgiveness, love, spiritual connections, possibly secretive connections, because Pisces rules the natural 12th house, right? So, okay. We will see. We've got some positive aspects. We've got some difficult aspects. That's how Spirit always balances out the energies. And remember, Libra and Scorpio is where Venus will retrograde. The late degrees of Libra and the early degrees of Scorpio. So if you've got any placements there, your ascendant, let's say your North Node, a personal planet, it will be significant for you. Right, so whether it's your ascendant, your descendant, your midheaven, or even your IC, it will be significant, okay? And if you're interested in what's going on with your astrology and how the transiting planets are affecting you now, in the past and in the future, again, we can look at that for you. So, calling on our spirit guides, our angels, to guide us energetically as to what could be playing out. I do see quick endings and quick new beginnings, reconciliation. I have seen it through people's lives. As many of you know, I do deal with a lot of people, so anything is possible. Okay, let's see what's going on. What is the karma dharma at this time, dear Spirit? We've got the Magician, and this is Mercury, of course, Gemini, Virgo. Mercury is the communicator, the trickster. Mercury is travel, movement, our perception. It rules the natural 3rd house of Gemini and the natural 6th house of Virgo. So it's got to do with our daily lives, with the effort we've put in, the service we've provided. Okay. And because Mercury is doing a lot of important connections, aligning with quite a few planets, it is going to be a significant time, okay, relative to what's going on. Now, the Dharma, I would say here, because this could be an alignment of the stars that are bringing an opportunity for a new beginning, or even to clear the air through our perception, how we see things, the communication between you and your person, right? Magic could possibly happen because this is the magician after all, but there can also be some revelations relative to some trickery or a lack of communication, or being totally open with what's going on, okay? Themes of the past may come up as well. For me, and that's because the South Node, it was transiting through Virgo, and we've got an eclipse happening on the axis Pisces Virgo. So yes, themes even back from late 2024 could be playing out, because the magician is Mercury, and Mercury rules Virgo, the natural 6th house. Someone's work life, matters pertaining to health, themes such as these. My mind is just here and everywhere, trying to look at the bigger picture. Mercury is going to connect with the sun very soon. So sometimes when Mercury is very close to the sun, it's as though he's being burnt, so not able to be visible, which could speak to a sense of hiding, not communicating. But very soon, Mercury will connect with the sun, and that will be like a death process, where there will be an aha moment, a light bulb moment. Let's see what's going on. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance. What's going on in this connection? Think of your special person. Tune into the energies, and it always helps to connect with us through leaving a comment, liking, leave a love heart, share this video, connect with us energetically. It does make a difference. And are we doing the yes please? Yes, we are doing the yes please, so you can leave yes please for a personal love message beneath the video. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. The messenger, Gemini energy, Page of Swords. This is a message. This is a message that requires clearing, truth, possible, some sort of a lesson, something that you're learning. This is the student, right? And many times we do take the role of the student, and the other plays the teacher, right? So it's interesting that Mercury and Jupiter are transiting Leo, they're in the same sign. So there will be a lot of needing to clear the air. Hopefully this lunar eclipse in Pisces will bring up things, will bring the clarity where there was confusion and illusion, possible deception, things being kept, right? I do believe that Spirit always will show us what we need to know in the right time, okay? What is the challenge here? Anything involving someone that's playful, youthful. This could be a child as well. We've got the 3 of Cups. That's in the challenge position. Third parties. Talk about a connection, a meeting, a reconciliation, but that's in the challenge position. Third parties could be family members, could be siblings, could be anything. Possible travel being involved as well, because Gemini is about short distance travel. Possible, opposite Gemini is Sagittarius, which is long distance. For some, it could be long distance travel. It's got something to do with learning. News is coming in for sure. And it involves third parties, you know, others as well. But this could be talk of connection, reconciliation, coming together, a meeting, all these things. But it's not easy because the Three of Cups is in the challenge. What is crowning and what is the Dharma, let's say? The Two of Cups. There is love here. There is connection here. This is meant to be. It's crowning the reading, and it's the Dharma card. It's like what is meant to happen in the future. What Spirit wants for you. Okay? So what Spirit also asks of you is that you come and you, I don't know, if you're not on the same level, maybe Spirit is saying try and find the middle ground. Okay? Open your heart. Connect through the heart. Maybe Spirit is saying as well, because there could be some, because we see cups here, right? There could be some sort of advice here that Spirit is saying don't look at things only from the logical standpoint, but because it's the Ace of Cups that's standing out to me there right in the middle. Come from a place of heart, not only logic. Maybe that's a message that some of you may need to hear. Let's see what's at the foundation and what is the karma. Eight of Pentacles. So there's connection through work. It's like Spirit is saying work needed to be done. This is a Virgo card, and the Magician does rule. It is Virgo as well. So a lot to do with the South Node, I'm going to say. Some sort of karma that we're holding, that we need to take the lessons, the experiences, forget the little details. Don't get stuck on the little nitty-gritty details. And maybe also Spirit is saying, even though you've done your due diligence and maybe what you desired, what you dreamed or what you visioned, North Node in Pisces, right? Maybe you haven't seen the actualization of that dream, but maybe it's only a matter of time and that the planets needed to align. What I mean by that, because the planets are like deities, right? Which could be people, could be situations, if not people. That the alignment of the stars need to be able to be in the right place so that it could happen for you. Because remember, this is Earth, and Earth is practical matters. So practical issues possibly were something that limited or needed time to materialize. It's like Spirit is saying, continue working, because what is your Dharma, or what is fated and destined, is the alignment, the balance, the harmony of this connection. Possibly even a necessity to cut third parties that are blocking the harmony, the balance of this connection. Whether it's others or whether it's a situation, recent past, dear Spirit, the Three of Wands. It's like your ships are on the horizon. Maybe you feel it, maybe you trust that that's what's happening. Again, this could be physical distance. The work has been done. Maybe you're at the precipice of the first signs of what you've worked on, the effort you've put in, that you could feel it, I feel, within your soul, that there is hope for this connection. But Spirit is saying there's still a little bit of work. Maybe there's a necessity of trusting in the divine plan, trusting in your person, giving them the benefit of the doubt. Okay? And because when we feel something strongly, our higher self always speaks to us. We've all got strong intuition. When we're doubting that, it's like the energy flow stops. If you truly believe that this could be something that could manifest for you, then this is what you need to believe and not doubt. Because when we believe, we can manifest. Energetically, we're in the flow. Okay? Let's see what is showing up in the near future. Wow. What a beautiful card. What a beautiful message. The sun, which is matters pertaining to the heart. Everything is pointing to Leo. And Leo is the natural fifth house of flirtation, sex, creation, aspiration, courage, leadership. Even though the South Node is there, I feel that what Spirit is saying, we need to leave the ego behind. There is no ego where Pisces and the North Node is concerned. The North Node that was in Pisces, that's now transitioned to Aquarius. Aquarius is all about truth. There's nothing hidden beneath the sun. We can give birth to what it is that we're hoping to manifest through our truth, our authenticity, and instead of being in our ego, because the negative side to Leo is an overinflated ego. Jupiter in Leo can possibly speak to an overinflated ego, which is not good. Okay? But Jupiter also in Leo can bring a lot of truth, but through courage and through truth, through authenticity, because Aquarius is opposite Leo. And the South Node in Leo is saying, let go of the fears. You can create at this time. Jupiter in Leo is gold. You can manifest whatever you're dreaming. You've got the power to create it, as long as you trust and you believe in your power. But you need to be able to work with others as well. Opposite is the others in your life, right? It's Aquarius. And be authentic, and whatever it is that needs to be released, needs to be released. So this is about us following our heart. Something will come to light. There is a possibility for healing, reconciliation, lots of truth through courage, through power, and through taking leadership. That's what Leo is. Leo is, I follow my heart and I create. And a risk could be involved. I was going to say revolved. I don't know why. Let's look at the position of you. The star. Here is Aquarius. This is a card of hope, wish. And it speaks to the future. It speaks to social media, messaging, the internet. Raw, authentic truth. You need to be totally truthful with what it is that you desire, what you see for your future. The star. The star is here. This is the 11th house, right? Aquarius, which is the house of wishes and dreams and friendships. Friendships could play a major role in your connection. They could either help or hinder. Okay? Depending on your own journey. Let's see what's in your environment. What is surrounding you? Who is surrounding you? Oh my God. Wouldn't you know it? The devil. Now all of you know what the devil speaks to. Of course, this is a Saturnian card. Maybe you've had many cycles with a particular person that was out of bounds to you, that was not ready for this connection, that had responsibilities, that was totally and karmically connected with you. You had to have those circles. You had to go through those difficult lessons. Someone that maybe kept you at a distance because maybe they didn't believe in this connection, because maybe there was a big difference between you and this person, an age difference, a maturity difference. There was karma that needed to be worked out, possibly before the path could open. This could speak to addictive behaviors, but it also speaks to third parties and secretive connections, sexual connections, something that is, someone has stepped out and stepped away from doing the right thing, doing their due diligence, had to learn the difficult lessons. This could also be someone that cannot break away from your connection. Someone that feels as though every time they try to step away or move away or turn their back, they keep coming back. But you know, and of course this is Capricorn, but we can also say Aquarius because it's a Saturnian energy. Aquarius, Capricorn are ruled by Saturn. Now Saturn at this time is in Aries. It's the I, me, my. Aries is the youth, but Saturn says, take your time. Don't take those big leaps of faith. Don't rush. Don't rush. There needs to be, something needs to mature. Or to someone that is quite playful and usually doesn't think, usually doesn't act before. No, they don't think before they act. It's like Spirit is saying that someone may be maturing quickly, that someone is doing their due diligence, that someone's going through a karmic situation, trying to break away from something that was very karmic that they were stuck in and out of bounds to you. And maybe this is how your person sees you. Maybe you've been bound to another karmic, difficult life chapter that you needed to work through. Maybe you were out of bounds to this person, so you could flip the story. Now, Saturn is retrograde, so retrograde means internalizing the energies of the I, me, my, and Aries is the new beginning. It's the seed. Saturn retrograde could be giving us opportunities to re-look, to revisit old situations and see if we cannot pass the test before Saturn will turn again direct and then put up the wall again. There are opportunities, but a risk needs to be taken. Communication needs to be clear. We need to water down our expectations, maybe forgive, maybe communicate clearly, maybe clear the air, have the courage to speak up, do the work, nevertheless. Let's see what is in the hopes and fears. Ace of Swords. This is a hope for victory, but this could also be a fear of, and I don't know if you're dealing with someone that could be, because we see the crown here, and the crown can speak to ego, can speak to a fixed sign. Because Saturn and the devil could be someone that holds a position of power, someone that is quite powerful. They're in charge, they want to be in control. Sometimes they may lose control. And of course, this could be someone that deals with addictions, right? Has got some sensitivities, stuck in an unhealthy situation, whatever it is. But the Ace of Swords is about clearing the air. It's about victory. It could be that someone fears speaking up, speaking the truth, or even releasing any form of security. Because if we think of the devil as being Saturn, Saturn does speak to stability, something long-term. Saturn is the glue. But there are challenges here and fears that someone needs to overcome. So this could be a risk taken because I hold a position of power, right? It's like the crown practically is on this devil. So the devil could be someone that is in a higher position of the person you're dealing with, that someone needs to grow up quickly and overcome the fears of, it's like facing the music, speaking their truth, asking for what they want, cutting away someone that is controlling them from their life. So whatever that is, someone who is in a higher position, nevertheless. It could be someone that is older, that is in the periphery of your person. Some sort of tradition, some sort of issue with an elderly. It could be a parent, it could be a boss, it could be anything. Let's see what the possible outcome is. But this is also on the mind of the person that you're connecting with, the Ace of Swords, about truth. We see the sword here in the now. Let's see what is the possible outcome. And we've got the Three of Pentacles. another card of collaboration, possibly third parties, or the initial next step in getting to a point of success. Collaboration is this. And I don't know, because it is a church. So remember, this lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 28th of August does speak to beliefs. Pisces is about our beliefs. And of course, I don't know if you're dealing with someone that is trying to build on this connection. We could be talking with someone that is in building, developing, things like that. This could be someone that gets government work contracts as well. And you could be dealing with someone that works a lot, because the devil is, look, I'm chained to, because this is Capricorn, it's the natural 10th house of, I'm trying to climb the ladder, right? Someone that fears that doing things in a different way, in an untraditional way, may hurt their reputation. Whatever it is, it's going to be different for everyone. What's at the foundation? The 5 of Cups, the 3 cups that are spilt, something to do with the past. There are regrets, the 2 of Cups standing, but there's no focus there. Maybe there's something that needs to close before we can look towards the future. You or your person. There are the Lovers, okay? Twin flame connection, possibly. It's got to do with the past, yes. And the Knight of Pentacles, something about planning for the future, strategy. And I don't know, the Knight of Pentacles wanted to come through, but beneath the Lovers is the Death card. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Hierophant, traditions, marriage, something is coming to an end. Someone is breaking the mold, breaking the traditions because of a twin flame. This is a divine union. Something is not left behind easily. And because we've got fixed signs here, we've got Taurus, Scorpio. We're talking about a fixed individual, right? That's where the eclipses are happening. Leo, Aquarius. We've got the Leo Aquarius card here. Here we've got Scorpio, Taurus. So we're going to see this transition, this change. It may not happen tomorrow for many of you. But you could see that what is hidden beneath is a very significant relationship. Now we've got the 2 of Cups, which is also a soulmate connection. It's never easy going from a soulmate connection. Soulmate connections are very significant, right? They're like souls that we needed to connect with, because something needed to be created, some various lessons to be learned. But twin flames, of course, are like an amplified soulmate connections for me. We will see. This could also be an agreement that it's the end of our chapter, right? Because possibly something needs to be released from the past, because Saturn is also the past. And we've got the 3 of Cups here, and this is the crowning energy. And you see the page here with a sword. The sword is here as well. This speaks to the future. You're looking towards the future. Things will be revealed. We will see lots of revelations moving forward. Let's see what the romance angels say. And you know, with the 3 of Pentacles here, we see the couple, 2 people together, and the third person is away from them, which is like the outsider. So this is a potential that a soulmate connection is leaving for a twin flame to enter, okay? But it may take still some hard work, some overcoming fears, because this is not an easy energy. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. This could be a promise, if not an actual engagement. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This is Archangel Michael for me. Doesn't matter that it speaks to a soulmate. To me, this is more the person that you're meant to be with, right? They're being called in. So you may be engaging with your person. Now, calling in, that could be an actual call, communication. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This could be a block. This could be some issues that are in the way relative to your beliefs, traditions, yours or your person's. Finances and career, also another blockage for others. Remember, the issues will not be the same for everyone. And children as well. Your love life is being affected by children. But the children, of course, can speak to child's play. Remember, Leo is about the inner child, which could possibly say that someone needs to sort of release the severity. They need to be more open and more trusting. And because the children, for me, remind me of a soulmate connection as well, things coming back from the past. It's like nostalgia of the past. Going through memories, going through issues relative to the past. But there's also a sense of naivety and fresh energies coming in with the children, which do speak to a newness, a possibility for a new cycle. Wow. True love. True love is here. But remember, the children can be naivety, and they do speak to trust as well. Possibly for some of you, children, actual children are involved here. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Very common card, very common card. So it's all about decisions, of course. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, and that's what the Three of Pentacles speaks to for me. All right. Let's see what's going on in the psyche. What's going on in the subconscious? Not yours, I would say more so connected to your person. How do they feel? What may they not be aware of? What may be deep in their psyche, or what is it that they're hiding from you relative to their emotions? Could go either way. The answer is yes. They're all fired up. They want this connection. I don't know. There's great desire here. Fire does speak to something possibly being burnt and something being created. Release through fire. Yes, there could be a release. This is like a Scorpio card. I get Leo Scorpio here. There's a great desire to release the mute, which could be a lack of communication, no communication. Now, the release card is a Scorpio card, so it could speak to fears, a fear of being truthful, a fear of waiting on the other to communicate. The mute could also be someone having been blocked. So it's like releasing the fear. It's like your person really does desire this connection, but they're going through a release, a huge metamorphosis that you may not be aware of as well. And what is that release? It's involving a karmic partnership that you may come to your awareness, because we see the full moon here. Self-worth, this is like a sense of freedom, Aquarius energy, and refocus. refocus, looking at the situation, returning possibly, release, refocus. This is like they want a second chance. What is at the foundation? They've seen the light. They've gone internally. They've gone through an introspection, or they're seeking the guidance from someone that's wise, someone that can guide them, right? This is like the South Node in Virgo, that maybe they were going through some sort of a release, releasing the little details, being so, the perfectionism of Virgo. Things need to be in this way and not just going with the flow, getting sort of stuck on the details. What's beneath that? Understanding. It's like they've connected to their higher self, or they've been receiving messages from spirit, or again from their higher self. They've seen some things, they've seen the light, they're being guided towards you. Okay, this is a very significant relationship, maybe that's gone through many, many cycles. Let's see what the Island Time Wellness advises. What's coming through, Spirit? We've got girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. Okay, so someone has found their freedom, connecting with friends. I don't know if it's you or if it's your person. Someone's taking care of themselves. There's an ascension going on, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. But not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call person, boundaries, and still angry. Okay, so maybe it isn't today. Maybe someone is still upset, okay, in the energy of the devil here, and in avoidance of a conversation. Maybe there's still some issues that need to be worked through. An ascension process is not easy. Now remember, we don't take this deck in reverse, so it could play out in different ways. If the not today was in reverse, it could have said, yes, I've gotten over what I needed to get over. But the not today, if someone is dealing with a karmic partnership, obviously they're not ready. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and transformation. Wow. And the god of lightning bolts is Jupiter, and Jupiter is transiting through Leo. Anything can happen, and everything can happen very suddenly, very quickly. Let's see what else we need to see here. What is this Five of Cups? What is the Five of Cups about? Show me more. We've got the Wheel of Fate, destined and fated, changes, endings. This is a Jupiterian card. It's a 10, which speaks to an ace. And this is Jupiter. And Jupiter, we know what Jupiter means. Some of you could be dealing with a foreigner. These are teachings. These are legalities. This is the end of a cycle. Fate and destiny is bringing big changes, endings and new beginnings. Why do we have the Page of Swords in the now and the Three of Cups? We've got the Queen of Swords, divorcee, separate a woman in separation, let's say, or some sort of a decision, a ruling, some truths. Remember, this is a Libra card, and Venus is transiting through Libra. This could be severing ties, speaking truthfully, third parties falling out of the equation. What's the Two of Cups? We've got a Knight of Cups. Again, 3 cups. There's no room for 3. We need 2, okay? Knight of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Someone is thinking of making an offer, a romantic offer, but maybe it's not mature enough, the offer yet, because there's the involvement of third parties. What is the Eight of Pentacles at the foundation? The Two of Pentacles. Needing to make important decisions. Someone hedging their bets, dealing with two different situations. Someone being undecided. So much about stability. Oh my God, it's so much about something long-term, and money, marriage, homes, finances all play a major role here. This seed is at the foundation, and we know that this seed could speak to a long-term relationship, but maybe there was a marriage. Maybe money was involved. Maybe money, business, stability, pregnancy, all these things could have been in your story, depending on who you are. We've got 8, 11. You know, maybe someone needed to be grounded. Maybe you've been dealing with an earth sign. Earth takes time, right? Again, it's all about building, putting in the work. I want to see what this Queen of Swords is talking about. Wow, okay. So we see the feminine in her strength. She's looking at things from a logical standpoint, detached from the emotional, whereas, I mean, even the King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces in the challenge position, feels like the masculine cannot come through as a King of Cups right now, and someone who cannot open up emotionally very easily. Now, this could be your person that's dealing with an ex, right? 3 cups and 1 is 4 in the challenge. Your king, let's say, is very unhappy emotionally. They could be going, because they're not showing you their true emotions, but they've turned their back on maybe a past partnership. Could be. And the 3 of Wands also can speak to someone turning their back. Let's take one on the 3 of Wands. We've got the 10 of Cups. To me, that's the end of a cycle. Someone is going to follow their bliss and their happiness. This is the end of a cycle. Could be a marriage, could be a long-term relationship. It's a possibility for a new beginning. Involving self-love, first of all, and the girl talk does speak to self-love. Someone connecting with their friends, trying to pick up their pieces, ready, you know, doing the work to be able to move on from the past, leaving the past story in the past. Your King of Cups is looking at the sun, wanting to follow their heart, maybe needing to water down the ego if they're a fixed sign. Let's see what the sun is. 7 of Cups, confusion, illusion. This could be someone that is having a couple of drinks or 2, or is fearing making the right choice, fearing making the wrong choice. Maybe they're doing the work, ready to be more confident, be more truthful, and clear the air, the confusion. Could be that they're keeping you in the dark, and therefore you're confused about what's going on. Or you can flip the energies where they want clarity concerning what's going on with you. Let's look at the star, because for me, you're more authentic than what they are. So you're the more authentic one, more so than what the person that you're dealing with is towards you. Let's look at your position. The Hanging Man. You're in waiting. You're waiting on a wish fulfillment. You're waiting, maybe you're waiting on your person to see the truth. There are many things that the Hanging Man could speak to here. You could be going through a release of a major life cycle here as well. Maybe you are meant to see things from a different perspective as well. You've got 2 major on you. So whatever's going on in your life is very destined. The promise is the star in the future. I don't know if it's talking about Aquarius, Pisces season, or you're releasing someone that has got those energies in their chart. Let's take one more. You're the Hermit. So maybe you're seeking the truth as well. Maybe you've seen the truth. Maybe you're still going through the release. The Hermit is a number 9. 9 is completion as well. So we've got Virgo, Pisces here. And we've got Aquarius, Leo. So it's like you're being driven, you're being guided by fate and destiny. This is where the eclipses are happening. This is a very significant life change for you. What's going on with your person? Many of you have gone through an awakening, that is a certainty. Maybe you're becoming teachers towards others from your experiences and your sacrifices and your awakening. Trust in your higher self and your intuition. What is this devil about? So on point. The Emperor. The Emperor and the devil, for me, they're very, very similar. And I tell you that every single time. So it looks like your person is someone. All the things I spoke of earlier, explaining the devil card, does speak to the Emperor for me. And the Emperor, of course, is someone that could be wanting to hold the control. Someone out of control, we don't know, because we're not reading reversals, right? And remember that this is also your reading. So could it be that you need to release someone that was controlling you? Could it be that your person needs to grow up? They need to mature. They needed to go through a maturing process. Could it be that your person is dealing with someone that's above them? A father, a grandfather, someone that is very traditional, someone that is a teacher to your person. They've taught them to look at the best for the whole and not just for their own personal needs, whatever it is. So any signs, this could be Aries, of course, comes through. Let's take one more on the Emperor. We've got the 4 of Swords. Someone who needs time. We've got 2 4s here. 4. 4 is that 4th house is Cancer. We're going to see the moon. The moon rules Cancer. The moon will be filling out in Pisces. Let's see what sort of a release and what can play out. This is about exhaustion. This is about someone needing time, either to grow, to relax, to overcome any heartbreak, any disappointments. Someone to pull up their socks and take the position of the Emperor. Take charge of their lives. Know that they are the leader, that they could always lead the, be the captain of the ship, let's say. 4 of Swords. This person could be also dealing with some health issues, knock on wood, that it's not something serious. I see more exhaustion here because there could be also psychological issues here, hardships. But it's more about the warrior coming from battle and preparing for the next battle. What's on their mind is that Ace of Swords, which is about clearing things out, right? The Ace of Swords is by the warrior's side. Let's see what the possible outcome is. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, then 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. 5s and 7s are difficult. And there's the next battle, the 5 of Swords. We go from the 4 to the 5. We've got 2 5s here that do speak to a lot of change. 5s and 7s are conflictual. Not an easy ending. Not today with the anger there. But someone could be also thinking, strategizing of an intelligent way to overcome the obstacles, whatever they are. Whether it's the communication between you and them, whether it's a battle that they've got on their hands with a karmic partnership, They will be given an opportunity. Maybe this is you being given the opportunity to have the higher ground. But you know, this is also, Seven of Wands is like someone keeping you at bay. Why? Because they feel like you've let them down with the Five of Pentacles. Or is it that your person needs time because their beliefs are going through change? They're breaking traditions, as I said. You know how we say breaking eggs to make an omelette. The Five of Swords is tact, diplomacy, but it's also negative thinking. Now maybe your communication needs to be corrected. Or your person's going through legal battles, trying to win over others through tact, diplomacy, and intelligence, which would be the Magician. Seven of Pentacles. About building. Another 7. Let's see what the outcome speaks to. We will take Tangled Love. We will take the Twinflame Mystic Moon messages, love messages, and an energy oracle to see what's playing out. Let's see what the outcome is. First of all, before we go to the outcome, I want to look at the person, your environment, and then we'll look at the outcome. What's going on in your environment with your person? The Thief, Ladro. Someone who stepped into and entered a commitment, a marriage. This is the third party, nevertheless. Remember what I said about tact, diplomacy, and your person? They're thinking of an intelligent way to overcome, to find a way around the limitations, restrictions, boundaries, even the law, whatever that means. The Ladro, it's the Ten of Pentacles, so it's got to do with family, marriage, traditions. We've got Denaro, the Ace of Pentacles. This is like a soulmate energy. It's the Six of Cups, nostalgia, emotional balance or imbalance. Nevertheless, it's like themes relative to money, securities. This is an advantageous matrimony. I'm going to say some people marry and follow tradition for the security, for the financial, for the reputation, for the higher position above others, whatever it is. It's the Ace of Pentacles, which is at the seed of the reading as well, which says someone's finding a way to be diplomatic, because the Ten of Pentacles is like a closing up of the chapter. Again, it could be a marriage card where things are happening that you may not be aware of, or there are third parties which may come to some clarity, truth be revealed, and then bring a possible new beginning, start of a new chapter. And there is the start with the bambino, and the bambino is a child. It could be a physical child. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles there as well. The bambino. The bambino. Someone married because of a birth, because of a child. Someone needed their time, or are needing their time before this new beginning can happen. Your person is thinking of the past, nostalgic, possibly missing you, but needing time. They may also be tact and diplomacy about the future of your connection, that they want something long-term, but they've got other fires that they need to put out right now. Let's look at the outcome. Omaggio de Preziosi, the precious gift. Eight of Pentacles, like they're working on your behalf, or they're working on something that they need to release. Something that there could be rules and regulations, matters pertaining to law, even finances, and something connected to work. We've got the Il Nemico, it's like the thief, the enemy. Possibly that's being released, transformed. It's like a Scorpio energy, just like the release here. This could also be your person is trying to buy time, dealing with animosity, competition, jealousy, if there are third parties and it's not involving their side but your side. It's like someone trying to or they're being charged for, it's costing them to release this negativity, whether it's financial cost or financially costing them. Yes, this could be a legal battle where I take this and you take that, and they're having it out, and it can involve third parties, money. The news is coming in, the message, but these could also be legal papers. It's the Two of Pentacles. Again, it speaks to a dilemma. It could be a call, a message, an email, someone serving divorce papers, something to do with contracts, agreements. Let's take one more, and we've got the Eight of Cups, Speranza, hopes or fears relative to these changes or what needs to happen here. Eight of Cups, for someone to be able to emotionally leave something of the past and move towards those Two of Cups. So we'll leave that there. Domestic or distrust, or with someone that is in the periphery, possibly of your person, could be your person that is not trusting. I don't know who this domestical is. It's someone connected to either their home or your home, or it's the distrust between the two of you. What's going on in the tangled love play spirit? Soul contract, soulmates, partnership, spiritual union, and karmic agreement. Let's take a few more cards, as this is a general reading. Right place, right time, alignment, divine timing, and meant to be. See, there is marriage. Marriage is on the cards here, and a soul contract, for sure. There's snooping now, drive-by, tarot readings, asking about you, stalking you on social media. And that's what Mercury could also speak to, the magician. What's at the bottom? Vibes in sync, energy match, same page, flow together. So, okay, some work still needs to be done. Let's not doubt that. We see it through many messages. Let's see what's going on in the energies. What's beneath the Seven of Pentacles? It's the Nine of Swords. For someone worried a lot about a stalling, things needing to be, needing to be patient, continuing to invest where they've been invested, going through conflicts about investments, about money, about their stability. What is the advice, please, Spirit, relative to this connection now? What's going on? We've got a woman holding a heart. She's come through in the reverse. Number 44, angel number. Let's read 44 in the reverse. 44 could be an age as well. A house number. How does it speak to you personally? This card reverse could indicate a state of being emotionally overwhelmed, and you may feel as though your love life is turned upside down. It could also refer to some difficulty in a family matter or close friendship. If this is the case, it's time to let go or resolve things now. There's also a possibility that this woman reversed is someone who brings a negative emotional influence to your life. There may be jealousy, resentments, or even more subtle manipulations going on. Don't take things personally, but endeavor to bring greater clarity and calm, self-empowerment to the situation now. And always remember to bring a loving, heartfelt energy to yourself. It's like the Divine Feminine has taken back her power. We see that in the Queen of Swords here, and we don't know exactly who this is. Okay, so she's coming through as more cold, more as a matter of fact, and more demanding in wanting equality, balance, harmony. This could be I mean, we've got Libra, Scorpio here. This could be playing out in the month of October and all the way up until Christmas, just before Christmas. So keep that in mind as well, my dear friends. Let's take some thoughts and some emotions relative to your person. And as I said, in the extended, we will be taking the Lenormand to see where you are and where they are. What's going on around you and around them. What position are you in and are they in? We'll do a Celtic cross, but use the whole deck. Okay. We talk for at least 20 minutes, usually around 25 minutes, the extended readings. So do consider joining our memberships. Thank you so much to our members. I'm reminded of you constantly. I'm in a much better headspace now. Remember, the rose is Venus, and the cycles, the synodic cycle of Venus. How could you still love me after all I've done? I can still feel you. Please don't take what happened personally. It's not you, it's me. And I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. You feel like home to me. Now, I'll be taking one of these for you. If you leave a comment, yes, please, beneath this video, I will take a personal message for you. Now, the members, they tend to get a couple of personal messages. So if you see that some people get double messages, unless a card falls out, unless two cards fall out, then even if you're not a member, you will get those messages. But usually those who are on memberships, they tend to get a couple of messages, okay? Because they do support us more actively. Thank you so much to all of you here. We will continue with the extended reading. I'm wishing you well. We'll be back around the lunar eclipse, so we will see what energies play out then. Good luck. I mean, it's a lunar eclipse, so it's a full moon, so anything can happen even before. To our patrons, we will be doing the analysis of that, but remember, eclipses can play out even a year after. We'll be doing that analysis in the next few days. A special thanks to our patrons as well. And that's about all we've got. Love and light. Thank you so much. We'll be back with more. Make sure that you're being notified. Make sure that you're subscribed. Press the little bell to be notified of every time that we upload. And do consider joining us as well on TikTok and Instagram. Love and light to all of you, my darlings. Wishing you well and sending a lot of healing vibes to those who need it. Namaste.